my last prediction that I made before the fight started, I said this is going to be an ugly fight. I think Fury is going to punch and hold, and kind of cruise his way to a victory with punching and holding. I felt like as the older fighter who's been in some wars, you've done everything you could do at this point. You're still undefeated. Why not make it an ugly fight that you win because you land the first punch on the way in and you tied up? So I just thought that was going to be the quote-unquote smart strategy for Tyson Fury and the team. I'm grateful that they didn't come into the ring with that strategy. They came into the ring with a strategy to show that they were the best and they could win this fight. They unfortunately lost. I thought the decision was legitimate that he lost the fight, but I think we're going to get an interesting rematch.
You know, okay, and I'll with Fury, that's the thing. I don't know, man. He's playing with fire, continuing to fight. Yeah, you know better than anyone. Like, he has been dropped by Ngannou and Wilder and Cunningham, and there's only so much your body can take. And I think, he's convinced himself it's just a boxing match, win or lose, one man wins, one man loses. I think now that he's lost, it hurts, obviously. And it's you don't just come back because of pride. Yeah. Have an honest assessment about where your body's at with this stuff at this point, because it's nothing, if it's you don't have to fight Joshua, you don't have to do a Usyk rematch. Yeah. If your body's had enough, it's okay to go home. You've done some great things. You're a Hall of Fame fighter, right? So he's playing with fire, continuing to fight, because I don't think it, even if it's in his spirit and in his mind, and he gives it his body might not allow him to do the things he's done before.
I agree 100%.
Is this the most skilled guy he's faced, Fury?
Yeah.
These are the most skilled guys at heavyweight, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's number one and number two.
Yeah.
Officially now, number one and number two.
I think you got to favor Joshua over Fury now. A few years ago, Fury, but Joshua's got the momentum right now, and I think he's got more in the tank than Fury right now.
You think? Do you think a fight with Usyk looks different now?
With Joshua?
Yeah.
It might, but why in the world would Usyk take that fight if
he
you're
wouldn't,
Usyk?
but I'm already saying.
Yeah. I'd give Joshua a real chance, the way he's been looking lately.
Yeah. Like restored confidence, restored kind of everything. I wish I had this when the second time I fought him, because this is how I would be now.
And a certain level of meanness.
Yeah.
No, I think Joshua's fighting his best he's ever fought right now.
Damn.
So if Usyk retires, I think Joshua's the best heavyweight right now.
I don't like, I've said this before with Antt, I don't like retiring people on this show. I don't like saying, this is it. Sometimes I feel like I just know and it comes out. Rather than retire Tyson Fury on the PorterWay Podcast, let's just make it clear yet again. And I'll go at it from this angle, and then I'll let you take over, and then obviously, of course, you can take over as well. I got into a back and forth with someone who's in the MMA UFC space. Which one is safer, UFC or boxing? I said, clearly boxing's safer. Clearly. What are you talking about? We're not getting hit with elbows and knees and things like that. He said, think about it. You guys will get concussed in the second round of a fight, and you're fighting with a concussion for another 10 rounds. He said, a UFC fight ain't but 5 minutes. And if you get concussed and you're on the ground, they call a fight off. It's a 5 round fight. That's it. There's no way. This is what the guy says. There's no way that UFC isn't safer than boxing. I didn't completely agree, but I definitely saw, like, you're right. There's a lot of fighters that fight with concussions and go through one fight, let alone what we know that Tyson Fury was concussed in the third fight with Tyson Fury. We know you got dropped.
Tyson Fury's concussed versus...
Sorry,
Wilder?
Tyson Fury. Yes. We know that Tyson Fury suffered a concussion. No matter, I can't tell medium, mild, intent. I don't know.
Hey, I know a fighter that got concussed and kept fighting.
Don't be pointing at me. Don't be pointing at me.
Earl Spence?
Ain't never been concussed, baby.
This motherfucker got up jumping.
Ain't never been concussed, baby. Right.
You probably fought 2 rounds against Keith Thurman, not knowing what's going on.
That's not
just
true.
Fighting. Yeah, look at it. Just fighting. Just off all
he
instincts.
said not knowing what was going on.
Hey, you came back in the 10th round like, I'm in a fight.
But listen, in the
It's
heavyweight
dangerous.
division, I've said this time and time again, the heavyweight division, that punch is a little bit different.
Yeah.
You're right. At the end of the day, he now needs to really assess his life, his body, his spirit, his hunger. The list goes on. I do love what he said about, praising God in the good, and then he said, "Hey, I have a loss and I still got to praise God." So I do love hearing him say that. Now, people don't know how to, maintain, after losses and things of that nature. So I did appreciate that.
Do these guys need to get out here before Big Baby comes?
Anderson?
He's coming.
That's the thing. I
hope he coming.
Usyk should.
Coming.
He's coming.
I know you said we shouldn't retire people, but Usyk should retire. He's done everything. All that's left to do is lose. That is the one fight I'm interested in, even though Jared isn't exactly prepared for it.
No.
He's dumping up too many levels.
Have the experience.
But I like the size matchup. Jared's actually a little bigger, and he's usually the smaller guy at heavyweight.
Really fun heavyweight fight.
It is. Just Jared is probably too green for it right now.
A little too young.
But I'd like to see it, But to your point about boxing, MMA, there have been 20 deaths in regulated MMA contests since 2033 in boxing. So
Jesus. They're both dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you lose to one person, it's a lot.
Yeah.